In the sacred valley of Mecca, generations before Islam would change the world, a child was born whose courage and justice would be remembered for centuries. His name was Ali, and it was said he was born within the sacred sanctuary of the Kaaba itself, a rare and honored beginning. His father, Abu Talib, was a respected elder of Mecca, known for his generosity toward the poor and his protection of his family. His mother, Fatimah bint Asad, raised him with tenderness and would later be remembered as one of the most devoted women of early Islam. Young Ali grew up small in stature but full of quiet dignity, his character forming early in the sunlit streets of Mecca. A great famine came upon Mecca, and to ease his uncle's burden, young Ali was welcomed into the household of his older cousin, the man who would become the Prophet Muhammad. In this household, Ali grew close to his cousin, learning kindness, patience, and wisdom directly from his daily example. Even as a child, Ali was known for his honesty. He never once told a lie, even when it would have been easier to do so. He played in the courtyards and streets of Mecca like any other child, yet those around him sensed something quietly different about him. His bond with his older cousin deepened with each passing year, a friendship that would shape the rest of his life. Despite the hardships around them, the household remained a place of warmth, simplicity, and quiet devotion. The community around them, though often divided by wealth and status, still respected this humble family for their integrity. Those early years of peace, simplicity, and family closeness would soon give way to a moment that would change history forever. A new message was about to reach the world, and young Ali would be among the very first to hear it. As the years passed, Ali grew into a thoughtful young man, and when the message of Islam first reached his household, he was among the very first to embrace it. His decision came not from pressure, but from his own quiet conviction, a choice made with clear eyes despite his young age. Though his father Abu Talib did not embrace this new faith himself, his love for his son never wavered, and he continued to protect him always. As more people in Mecca embraced the new faith, tensions in the city grew and hardship followed for many early believers. Through it all, Ali remained quietly steadfast, his faith growing stronger even as the world around him grew harder. Years passed in this way, years of secret gatherings, quiet devotion, and Ali's own steady growth into a devoted young man. As danger in Mecca grew, a plot began to form against the life of the Prophet Muhammad himself. In a moment of extraordinary courage, Ali offered to take the Prophet's place in his own bed that night, knowing the danger this could bring. That night, Ali lay calmly beneath the Prophet's cloak in the darkened room, facing whatever danger might come with quiet peace. Dawn broke, the plot failed, and Ali rose unharmed. His quiet bravery that night would be remembered for generations. Before leaving Mecca himself, Ali was entrusted with returning the belongings others had left in the Prophet's safekeeping, a final act of trust and responsibility. Soon after, Ali made the long journey to Medina himself, where he was warmly reunited with the Prophet and honored for his sacrifice. In Medina, a new community was taking shape, and Ali devoted himself fully to its growth and service. His devotion to knowledge, worship, and service to others only deepened with each passing year. It was in these years that Ali married Fatimah, the Prophet's beloved daughter, a union built on humility rather than wealth. Their wedding was simple and humble, reflecting the values both had been raised with: modesty over spectacle. Their household became known for its simplicity, a modest home, humble furnishings, and a love that needed nothing more. In time, their first son was born, Hasan, a child who would grow to resemble his grandfather deeply. Soon after, their second son, Husayn, was born, completing a family that would become central to Islamic history. Their family life was full of warmth, devotion, and quiet service to the community around them. As threats to the young Medina community grew, Ali began to take on a new role, that of a courageous defender. At the Battle of Badr, the first great trial of the young community, Ali fought with remarkable courage. He carried a sword known ever after as a symbol of justice, wielded in defense of the innocent. When the battle ended, the young community's survival was secured and gratitude filled the camp. At the Battle of Uhud, a far harder trial followed, and when others wavered, Ali's steadfastness never faltered. In the chaos of that day, Ali stood firm, protecting those around him with unwavering resolve. The community slowly recovered from that difficult day, its bonds only strengthened by the trial it had endured. Years later, as an even greater army approached, the community dug a great trench around the city to defend itself. A renowned enemy champion crossed the trench and challenged any defender to single combat, and Ali stepped forward to answer the call. The duel ended swiftly, and the outcome brought new hope and resolve to the entire community. In the years that followed, Ali took part in efforts toward peace as often as he took part in battle. When a great peace treaty was reached with a rival city, it was Ali's own hand that carefully wrote its words. At the Battle of Khaybar, Ali was given the community's banner to carry, trusted with one of its most decisive moments. Through these years, Ali's reputation grew, not only as a fearless warrior, but as a deeply spiritual and humble man. In the Prophet Muhammad's final years, Ali remained one of his closest and most trusted companions. When the Prophet's final illness came, the entire community felt the weight of what was approaching. The Prophet Muhammad's passing left the whole of Medina in profound mourning, a loss felt by every household. In these sorrowful days, Ali took on the solemn responsibility of preparing his beloved cousin for burial, a final act of devotion. A difficult period of transition followed for the young Muslim community as decisions about the path forward had to be made. In these years, Ali devoted himself to preserving the Prophet's teachings, carefully gathering and organizing the words of the Quran. In the years that followed, under the leadership of those who came after the Prophet, Ali remained a trusted advisor and scholar. He became known for settling disputes with wisdom, his knowledge of justice and law unmatched among his peers. At home, he continued raising his children with the same values he himself had been raised with: humility, honesty, and devotion. Despite his growing status, Ali's lifestyle remained simple: modest clothing, humble meals, and no interest in luxury. But as the years passed, tensions within the wider community began to grow once more. A period of instability was nearing its peak, one that would soon reshape the future of the entire community. In time, the community turned to Ali, and he was called to lead as the fourth Caliph. From his very first days, he committed himself to equal justice for all, regardless of wealth, status, or family name. He refused any luxury that came with his new position, choosing simplicity even as leader of a growing nation. Stories spread of his personal humility. Even as Caliph, he was known to mend his own sandals and patch his own clothing. His fairness in disputes was legendary. He ruled according to justice, even when it meant ruling against his own interest. He walked through the streets of his own capital at night, quietly checking on the well-being of the poor and needy. In time, he moved the seat of leadership to the city of Kufa along the fertile plains of Iraq. His administration placed justice above political convenience, even when this made his path more difficult. He was known for his eloquence, and his letters of guidance to his governors are still studied for their wisdom today. Even those who disagreed with him politically could not deny his integrity, a reputation that outlasted every dispute. But the wider Muslim community was still healing from a shocking tragedy in recent years, and old wounds had not yet closed. Ali worked tirelessly to unite the community and calm the rising tensions around him. Different groups within the community, each sincere in their own convictions, called for different paths forward. Despite his best efforts, the divisions within the community only continued to deepen. Near the city of Basra, a battle broke out between different groups of the Muslim community, a deeply painful moment in its history. For Ali, the sorrow of seeing Muslims fight Muslims was heavier than any battle he had ever faced before. Even during this conflict, Ali worked to minimize bloodshed and sought peace at every possible opportunity. An uneasy calm was eventually restored, though the cost had been heavy for everyone involved. Ali grieved deeply for every life lost, regardless of which side of the conflict they had stood on. But the deeper wounds within the community remained, and further trials still lay ahead. A larger conflict soon emerged in the north between Ali's forces and a rival faction along the Euphrates River. A long and difficult standoff followed, with neither side willing to back down. To avoid further bloodshed, an arbitration was proposed, and Ali accepted it in hopes of a peaceful resolution. The outcome of the arbitration left many on all sides unsatisfied, and new frustrations began to surface. A small breakaway group, extreme in their views, split from the wider community entirely, opposing everyone around them. This new division would carry its own dangers in the years still to come. Despite the constant turmoil around him, Ali continued to govern with unwavering justice and fairness. His letters to his governors emphasized compassion for the people above all else, a guiding principle he never abandoned. His personal worship life remained unshaken, long nights of prayer, even under the immense weight of leadership. Stories were told of his quiet generosity, carrying food to the hungry in the darkness of night, never revealing who had helped them. His teaching gatherings drew many who sought his wisdom, and he passed on his knowledge freely to the next generation. Slowly, even many who had once opposed him came to recognize his unmatched integrity. In his final days, a small breakaway group filled with extreme anger began plotting in secret. One quiet morning, Ali rose as he always did, walking to the mosque of Kufa to lead the dawn prayer. During his prayer that morning, a hidden assailant struck him, a moment this story holds with the deepest respect, without any graphic depiction. In his final days, Ali showed remarkable mercy, instructing his sons that any response must be just, a single measured act, never cruelty or excess. His family and community gathered quietly around him in his final hours, his composure and peace remaining unshaken until the very end. Ali passed peacefully, entrusting the community he had served so faithfully to God's continued guidance. He was laid to rest quietly in a place that would become sacred to millions of people for generations to come. News of his passing spread throughout the land, and the community mourned a man remembered above all for his justice. His words and letters continued to guide generations long after his passing, studied for their wisdom on justice, leadership, and faith. His sons, Hasan and Husayn, carried his legacy of faith and courage forward into the years that followed. Centuries later, his story still reminds people everywhere that true leadership is measured by justice, not power. Ali's story teaches that true strength lies not in power, but in unwavering justice, humility, and mercy, even toward those who wrong us. What does true justice mean to you, even when it comes at a personal cost? Share your thoughts below. This has been a story of courage, justice, and the quiet strength of a man who chose principle over power. Subscribe and turn on the bell to continue this journey through history's most meaningful stories of faith.